With this video, I'll be demonstrating the bot exporter for Revit. The way it's set up here is that it communicates directly with the REST API that we have on the server in the company. So what you see here is that basically it's set up to communicate with the server, which is located at webbim/projects. And here it sends some JSON that we extract through the Revit API. What I have to specify is a project number, and here you can see I use project number 888. And if we have a look at the simple web application I've built, see there are a set of named graphs here stored in the database, and you see 888 is not present in the list. So what we do is that we go in here and we click Save Info. What happens then is that through the API we create all these new triples, we extract all the specific Revit classes, all the types of the walls and slabs and stuff like that, and their properties, and also the instances, so any instance of a space or an element or whatever. This takes something around 1 second for this model. Then we send all the data to the server in JSON format. So the first thing the server does is that it creates triples from this JSON data. Then it makes a temporary graph in the namespace of the project, and it makes sure that this graph is clear first. Then it loads all the topology into the architectural graph. We don't have any state management on this, so basically everything that's new will be loaded in there, and we don't track what's deleted or anything. That's not handled yet. We load all the properties that we receive into a temporary graph, and then we do comparisons between what is already in the graph, and then to see what's new. All the properties that have not been appended yet will be created and appended to the different resources in the graph as new property states using ontology for property management. The ones where one of the values have changed, we basically infer a new property state and thereby update the value. We then clear the graph, and we do the same thing for the classes where the properties are a bit different. The server work takes something around 270 milliseconds, and you could see that this time we created 203 new instance properties and 21 class properties. If we go to the web application here and update the page, see that we now have project 888. If we click that we want to show all the rooms, unfortunately it's in Danish, but it's all right. See, we have all the rooms here. We have all the different elements of the building. And the idea is that you can click through the different levels here, and when you click some space, you can see all the different properties that we have exported. So you see this very space is defined as an instance of bot space. We have the Revit ID, we have the Revit GUID, we have the IFC GUID. We can see that it contains some different elements, some casework here, some furniture. It has some adjacent elements, some walls, a single door here. We can see that it has an identity data name, bedroom 1 B202. It has a number, it has an area, we have a volume here. You can see that the simple 3D model here in the text string, it's basically exported as OBJ formatted text strings. And then you can see that we also have a well-known text 2D polygon of the space boundary. I can click this Get Adjacent button here to get all elements that have some adjacency to the space. And when I click an element, you can see I get all the properties of the element. So this one is a bot element. It's a wall. It also has a Revit ID, and you can see that it has some identity data name and stuff like that. We can go back to the story. Yeah, okay, and then I want to demonstrate how we can work with property changes. So if we go in here to the second floor, take this wall here, and we move it a bit, and maybe this bedroom 202, we want to change the name of that one, so it's 202 new, and we click Save Info again. It does the comparison with the data that's already stored on the server, and you can see that we have 12 existing instance properties that were updated. So if we go back to the browser here and update the view, go to the second floor, you can see that something has happened here. The name of the room is updated. We should have a new area, a new volume and stuff like that. What we could implement would be something like a history button here, so we can see all the different states that has been for these different properties that have been changed. So yeah, that's basically it.